Welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park. I am Ron Nicoletti. Hey, it is Florida Derby Day. It does not get much better than this. 14 races, 10 of them stakes. Boy, this is going to be some card. We're going to check out the track and weather conditions and turn it over to the master, Pete Aiello, to call all 14 races.
It's a beautiful day with temperatures in the mid-80s, partly cloudy skies. The main track is fast, and the turf course is firm. In the first race, scratch the 8, I'm a Sure Thing. Scratch the 10, May Fan. The 11, Black Diamond Dinny. The 12, Empathy. And the 13, Literate. Racing at Gulfstream. Slow to break was Gravy. Quick to start was Spansive, who heads off for the early lead from Millennium Park, who moves to take second. Up on the outside, Glorious Princess is 3 wide while racing in third. Malibu Smart saving ground toward the rail with Ojema Bay between horses, and Motown Mayhem 3 wide. At the rail, prerequisite is second last. The early trailer is Gravy. In the run around the first turn, Jose Ortiz and Spansive clear a length and a quarter. Millennium Park is there second, 2 back to Glorious Princess. She's now third. Malibu Smart is at the rail in fourth, followed by Motown Mayhem, fifth at this stage and 4 lengths behind. Next at the rail, it's Prerequisite racing ahead of Gravy, and Ojema Bay is at the back of the 8-runner field. The quarter time was just 25-1. Less than 5 furlongs from the finish, and it's still Spansive in front. Spansive in front for Jose Ortiz, 3 parts of a length. Millennium Park on the outside is second for Paco, a length and a half better than Glorious Princess, who's now third. Under pressure, Malibu Smart begins to drop back. Gravy making a sharp move. Here's Gravy up into fourth and continuing to improve. Motown Mayhem has been wide on both turns, then Prerequisite, and Ojema Bay is last. Less than 5/16 from the finish, and Spansive has the lead. She's being encouraged to keep her advantage. 3 wide, Glorious Princess. In the 2 path, it's Millennium Park. These 3 have a breakaway on the rest of the field as Glorious Princess takes aim at Spansive. 3/4 and 13-1. On the inside, it's Spansive still in front. Glorious Princess trying to get by. Spansive digs in. Glorious Princess not by yet. Spansive and Jose Ortiz finding under pressure, and Spansive will win it in gate-to-wire fashion. Second was Glorious Princess. Third was Millennium Park. Then Prerequisite in 136-1. They're off. Good start inside for Sterling Harmony, who heads off for the early lead. Jerry's Turn is offensive-minded and up to challenge. Splitting them, Mr. American is now third. From the far outside, Awesome Crusader gets over to race in fourth. 2 better than No Tomorrow, who's racing together with Arms. Up on the outside, it's Racket. Saving ground is Nowitzki. Out the back, Gotta Like Him, and Global Pride. To the far turn they go, and Jerry's Turn has the lead. With the benefit of the inside, Sterling Harmony tries to get on terms. Back to third, Mr. American. On from fourth, Awesome Crusader. 2 back to Racket. Dropping back his Arms. Splitting horses, Gotta Like Him. Gotta Like Him's in the green color, starting to gain some ground here. From the outside, it's Global Pride. Running home from the back is No Tomorrow, and they're at the top of the stretch. Jerry's Turn has the lead. He leads by 2 with 1/4 mile remaining. Progress from the rail from Gotta Like Him, who's trying to challenge for a minor placing. Awesome Crusader down the stand side. 1/8 of a mile to go. Jerry's Turn, he's finding plenty, and today's the day for him. On the board at 3-1, it's Jerry's Turn and Javier Castellano to win Going Away. Sterling Harmony holds on for second. Awesome Crusader third. Mr. American's fourth. Then Racket for the high 5. 102-4. 3 by 4 and moving away. And they're off in the Cutler Bay Stakes. From between horses, Harry Time was away alertly and looks out for the early lead with Drinking Problem moving to him. Drinking Problem will land the lead in the run to the first turn. Harry Time's in no hurry from second and a headstrong behind them, behind enemy lines. He saves ground into third. Dunedin's in the orange colors 3 wide to the first turn run. Spy Novel between horses. Down at the rail, that's Cool Kiss. King's Fortune and Anglophile at the back of the group. They're separated by 6 lengths in the run past the opening quarter. That opening quarter, quite reasonable, 25 seconds flat. Drinking Problem setting a nice, relaxed pace. He leads a length and a half. Harry Time's in a flanking position in second, and down at the rail behind enemy lines is now third. Dunedin watching the action while 3 lengths off the speed. Then it's Cool Kiss, together with Spy Novel. Anglophile remains second last, and King's Fortune at the back, as they have less than half a mile to go. The opening half mile was 48-4 as they leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. Drinking Problem has the lead a half a length. Harry Time poised to strike second, a length and a half better than behind enemy lines. Jose Ortiz gives him the cue and launches him 3 wide. Here's behind enemy lines to quicken things up as they run to the top of the stretch. Behind enemy lines boldly now to take on Harry Time and Drinking Problem with Dunedin fourth. There's an eighth of a mile to go. Behind enemy lines, striding with the purpose. He's now a clear leader. From the outside, Dunedin tries to pick up second. Late run now from King's Fortune, but this is over behind enemy lines with a dominant display. He wins by 3 in the end. It's Anglophile who kicks on well to get second. Dunedin was third. King's Fortune was fourth in 1:30-1. And they're off. Smooth beginning for Bright Future, but Desert Ruler was well served at the start, and Slim Slow Slider mixing it up early. Oh Captain is away in early fourth, followed by Looking at Roses and the late running Giant Game as last of all as they run out of the chute. With the advantage, Slim Slow Slider a length and a half in front. Bright Future is second from Desert Ruler in third. Looking at Roses is fourth. Improving in the blue is Giant Game second last, and now the trailer is Oh Captain. Slim Slow Slider has him stacked and packed behind him as he heads past the 5/8. He's in front by a length and a quarter. On the far outside, it's Oh Captain. Up to second now is Bright Future. Moving into the clear, Giant Game. Out the back, Desert Ruler and Looking at Roses. Half a mile from the finish, Slim Slow Slider traveling well at this stage. He leads by 2 over Bright Future in second. Giant Game is on the outside and improving to take third from Desert Ruler, who's an all-in fourth. Looking at Roses, hard-ridden and not responding, and Oh Captain's at the back. Less than 3/8 of a mile away. They haven't got to Slim Slow Slider yet. 5/16 from home. Slim Slow Slider has the lead. Bright Future tries to take up the slack second. 3 wide. Giant Game is now third. 2.5 to Oh Captain, who's an on-running fourth. Now they've got to Slim Slow Slider. Bright Future's on the attack now. Far outside Oh Captain. 3-path Giant Game. There's an eighth of a mile to go. Bright Future roused on the top end and trying to shake Giant Game. Giant Game charging hard at Bright Future. The 2 favorites kick on, but Bright Future's too good, and Bright Future under Irad Ortiz Jr. to win it by 2. Giant Game was second. Oh Captain is up for third, then Slim Slow Slider and Looking at Roses. And they're off in the Pan American Stakes. From the center, Rise the Guy begins quickly, taken on early by Novo Soul as a Bond comes away racing in third. Jose Ortiz has the favorite Masterpiece down toward the inside, while fourth in the very early stages here. Bay Street Money working over from the outside. Out the back early, the trailers are Therapist and California Frolic. Wicked fast with them as they swing around the far turn for the first time. Rise the Guy and Julien Leparoux stride forward. They've opened a 3-length lead now on Novo Sol in second. He has 7 lengths on a Bond who gallops along in third. On hold fourth is Masterpiece. Then Bay Street Money, 2 better than Wicked Fast, racing together with Therapist. And at the back is California Frolic. Down in front of us for the first time, it's an aggressive early pace with the rail position and the lead. Rise the Guy by 2 over Novo Sol second. These two have gone well ahead of the others, led by a Bond who's racing in third. Masterpiece, he's had a smooth trip to this stage. He's racing in fourth with clear racetrack ahead of him the rest of the way. From fifth, it's Bay Street Money, 2 back to Therapist, then California Frolic, and biding time at the back is Wicked Fast. They have 1 lap to go here. With the advantage, Rise the Guy. He's been in front from the outset and maintains a 2-length lead over Novo Sol in second. 6 back to the rail, and a Bond now third with Masterpiece. He's racing in fourth. There's really no change to the plot here. They haven't started the real race yet. Down at the rail, it's Therapist, who got inside of Bay Street Money. The 2 at the back, Wicked Fast and California Frolic. Down the backstretch they go. Less than 6 furlongs to run in the race. Rise Guy by a length and a half. Racing in second, Novo Sol. Now they start to take closer order. In the clear is Masterpiece. He's up the outside and now third from a Bond who's back to fourth. In between them, it's Therapist, then Bay Street Money. Out the back, Wicked Fast and California Frolic. A noticeable change to the plot here as they swing to the far turn. Jose Ortiz took a confident look over his shoulder 3 wide on third running Masterpiece, who appears to have the top duo in his crosshairs. From fourth, it's Therapist, then back to Bay Street Money. These top horses have 4 lengths on a Bond who's retreating, then Wicked Fast and California Frolic. Masterpiece has made a clear lead. Off the turn with less than a quarter of a mile to come, and Masterpiece shaken up for the drive with Bay Street Money to deal with. These two kick on well clear of Therapist, then Rise the Guy. There's an 1/8 of a mile to go, and the leader is Masterpiece by a length and a half. On the outside, and Bay Street Money takes a run at him. At the rail, it's Therapist. Masterpiece coming up empty in the late stages here. The veteran Therapist is at the rail, and Therapist turns back time and wins the Pan American from Bay Street Money second. Closer for third, Masterpiece, or a charging Wicked Fast. And they're off. Good start inside for Mirabella and Secrets Galore. Rushing challenge is Love Rhapsody on the go. On the far outside, it's Every Time. Into the top flight, Get Your Kicks. It's a contentious early pace. From behind the speed, Good Value lands about 4 lengths behind with Milan Mischief on her outside. Then it's a length and a half back. Moving out the rail, it's Tiger Tap racing ahead of Holy Foley. Right ahead of her is Meow Meow Hiss as they run around the first turn. Every Time from her outside gate has now cleared the top for Jose Ortiz and leads by almost 2. Love Rhapsody is there second. Up to the outside, Get Your Kicks is now third. Then Milan Mischief. Saving ground at the rail, it's Secrets Galore. 2 back to Good Value. Mirabella is next toward the rail. Zayas has Tiger Tap about 8 lengths behind, working racing ahead of the Archangel and Meow Meow Hiss. Then it's Holy Foley, and the one not keeping up at all, the trailer, is Andromach. They make their way to the half-mile point. The leader Every Time through a 47 3/2 mile. Leads by a length up on the outside. Get Your Kicks poised to strike second. Love Rhapsody third. Milan Mischief is now fourth. At the rail, Secrets Galore is next. Followed up the rail by Mirabella. Tiger Tap's got some run, but she's got no place to go. Up on the outside, it's Good Value. Dropping back now is Meow Meow Hiss. Underway, Holy Foley as they run to the top of the stretch. Get Your Kicks has the lead. Tiger Tap weaving through horses. Mirabella is as well as they reach the top of the stretch. The leader, Get Your Kicks, with an 1/8 of a mile remaining and 3 lengths on top. Down the center and Tiger Tap from between horses, Love Rhapsody. Up the fence and Mirabella, but Get Your Kicks has kicked away. Get Your Kicks with authority. The daughter of Quality Road wins with something in the tank. She was 6 in front. Tiger Tap was second, closer third, either Mirabella or Love Rhapsody. Then Holy Foley, 136-1. And they're off in the Ghostzapper. First Captain was off just a step slow. On the outside, it's 12-volt man ridden for the early lead. Moving at the rails, Surely Furious has speed. So does Cajun's Magic. Into the top flight goes O'Connor. He's 3 wide. Joel Rosario situates Simplification in 4th. Then back to the outside, 12-volt man. First Captain is down toward the inside, and Clapton is the trailer. Not much pace on here as Jose Ortiz and Surely Furious lead to the backstretch run. It's Surely Furious in front by a length and a half. O'Connor is second. 12-volt man is 3 wide. Moving out the rail, it's Cajun's Magic. Sandwiched between them is Simplification. He's about 4 lengths off the speed. Then Clapton and First Captain. 24-1 for a very reasonable opening quarter as they have less than 5 furlongs to go to the first finish line. The leader, Surely Furious, in front by a length. From the outside, O'Connor is there second. Joel Rosario bides time with Simplification. He's down at the inside. Meanwhile, Clapton gets started on the outside, going by the 12-volt man. First Captain is second last, and Cajun's Magic trails as they round the far turn. Jaramillo changing the complexion here as he sends Clapton 3 wide. That'll force Irad to go on O'Connor, and trying to hold them off is Surely Furious from the rail. They've gone 3 better than Simplification, who better pick up his ball game and do it soon as they run past the 5/16. Up front now, here's O'Connor. O'Connor striding forward to take the lead. Clapton is second. Surely Furious is now third. 4 back to 12-volt man. Simplification. He's just not firing. Off the turn and the stretch drive. Clapton is intent on running the race of his life, and he's up for a narrow lead. O'Connor tries to fight back second. Clapton just in front. At the rail, it's O'Connor. Clapton refusing to yield. The upset is on. Clapton at 21-1. He wins the Ghostzapper in hard-fought fashion. O'Connor was second in 142-4. By 3, by 4, and moving away. They're in the gate. Racing in the 59th running of the Orchid to a picture-perfect dispatch. From between horses, Transient looking for the early advantage with Tamarindo up on her outside. Out a bit deep on the course is Lady Arsino, and saving ground is Viburnum. Mid-flight early is race favorite Amazing Grace. She's actually ahead of only one, and that's the trailer, Miss Yearwood. To the far turn for the first time, and Transient and Edgard Zayas off the lead by 3. Boldly on the outside, Atomic Blonde. She has no choice but to march forward as she's 4 wide. That sends Lady Arsino into action to keep her spot with Viburnum toward the rail. Tamarindo is next. Irad Ortiz Jr. has personal best well situated. She's on a nice hold 3 wide and about 5 or 6 lengths behind. At the rail, it's Amazing Grace second last, and the early trailer is Miss Yearwood. They bend down in front of us for the first time, and Transient putting up the numbers. She's tugging a bit and in front by 3.5. Lady Arsino is second with Viburnum toward the rail third. Atomic Blonde is on the outside fourth from a tuck-in Tamarindo. Then Personal Best. She's a length and a half in front of Amazing Grace. The favorite is second last with 1 lap to go. The trailer is Miss Yearwood. That's the 8 of them, and loose up top, Transient. She's tugging hard again, and now she's opened a 6-length lead through an opening half mile in 49-2. It's Transient now by 7. Up to second, Lady Arsino. Viburnum is next, then Atomic Blonde. Tamarindo is next. Personal Best follows her. She's in the 2 path. Moving out the rail, it's Amazing Grace. She's still keeping her powder dry at this stage, about 9 or 10 lengths behind, and still at the back, Miss Yearwood. Down the backstretch with less than 5 furlongs to go, Joel Rosario elects to try inside with this favorite Amazing Grace. He just sent her through at the fence to challenge for the 5th position, as Viburnum is the one he's trying to follow. Meanwhile, Transient through 1:39 flat. She leads now by 3.5. Racing second is Lady Arsenault, Atomic Blonde on the outside third. Viburnum is there fourth. Up to the outside, Personal Best. She's had the best trip. Moving at the rail, that's Amazing Grace. Now she'll have to move to the outside. Dropping back is Tamarindo, and the trailer still Miss Yearwood as they run to the top of the stretch. With the advantage, it's now Atomic Blonde striding forward to challenge for the lead. Tamarindo is bopping back into the clear now. Here comes Amazing Grace. She's had traffic trouble, and Personal Best just ahead of her. Atomic Blonde has made the lead. 1/8 of a mile to go. Atomic Blonde striding with the purpose, splitting horses. Here's Amazing Grace on the outside, Personal Best. Amazing Grace trying to catch Personal Grace. Amazing Grace just in front. No, there'll be no doubt who's best. Amazing Grace. Amazing Grace did not have a smooth trip, but she was the best horse, and she won the Orchid over Personal Best second and Atomic Blonde third in 2:28 and 4. Renegade. And they're off in the Sir Shackleton. Toward the rail, Dean Delivers, comes out firing and looks for the early lead, splitting horses Paco's Pico, and up on the outside it's Mish. These the top 3 from My Prankster away 4th. Outside and Collaborate from between it's Octane. Weyburn got into the clear early by Jose Ortiz. He's in a good spot too, not far away. Then to the outside, Celestial Glaze. The late running Steel Sunshine is last of the 9 as they make their way by an opening quarter in 23 seconds flat. Not much pace on here with Mish in front. He leads a half a length. Paco's Pico is second. Octane is third. Collaborate on the outside fourth. Dean Delivers tucked in toward the rail. Weyburn's got the trip he wants, and he starts to move into contention. Yellow Cap about 4 lengths behind. Outside of him, Celestial Glaze. Trying to run home from the back is My Prankster, and dropping back to last is Steel Sunshine. They went 45 seconds for the opening half mile. Around the far turn they go. It's Mish in front. On the far outside, Weyburn. Celestial Glaze. He's launching a bold rally at a nice price as they reach the top of the stretch, trying to move up inside. Dean Delivers off the turn in the stretch drive. Weyburn now asked to quicken by Jose Ortiz. Dean Delivers, he's up for a fight, and here he comes on the rail. Dean Delivers now takes a narrow lead. Weyburn is right alongside these two for a final 16th. It's Weyburn, it's Dean Delivers. Weyburn is big, Dean Delivers is game. Here's a late run from Steel Sunshine, but Weyburn wins. Weyburn wins the Sir Shackleton. It's close for second. Dean Delivers are a charging Steel Sunshine in 1:22 flat. And they're off in the Sand Springs. Slow start from Cafe Society. She was 3 lengths slow to get going. From the rail, Love in the Air comes out alertly and looks for the early lead from Kahiko and Princess Theorem second and third. Market segmentation is very keen, and she's onto the heels of Princess Theorem. Arm Candy gets started on the outside. Super Hoity-Toity works between. A gap of 3 to Cafe Society, the early trailer, Perseverancia. And they run around the first turn. Jockey Paco Lopez and Love in the Air. They're clear a length and a half. Kahiko second from Sweet Enough at the rail in third. 3 wide Princess Theorem, 4 wide Arm Candy. Super Hoity-Toity is next as Irad Ortiz Jr. and Market Segmentation are 3 wide between runners. Cafe Society is along the rail. Unhurried at the back, Perseverancia. She's not far away as there's not much from first to last, no more than 5 lengths as they run past the 5 furlong point. Love in the Air has them stacked and packed behind her. The nearest pursuer is Kahiko. Up on the outside, it's Princess Theorem. Arm Candy's on the far outside. Sweet Enough and Super Hoity Toity are next. Then Market Segmentation. Our Market Segmentation still in the 3 path, and now she's going to get encouraged to keep that spot. There's not much room there. Down at the inside, Cafe Society, Perseverancia, last of all, as they swing past the 3 furlong point. Up front, it's now Kahiko who makes a bid for the lead. Love in the Air is second, working into the clear. Sweet Enough. Getting started, Princess Theorem. Irad wants in the clear, and he wants it right now on Market Segmentation. She's loose for the drive with 3 lengths to raise and 3/16 to raise it. Off the turn and the stretch drive. Princess Theorem striding forward. Market Segmentation begins to motor down the center. Princess Theorem and Market Segmentation. Market Segmentation not home yet. Market Segmentation's getting up. Market Segmentation wins. Make no mistake about it, that was a big stretch kick because Princess Theorem was rolling with her. Market Segmentation wins the Sand Springs in 143 flat. And they're off in the Sanibel Island Stakes. Level beginning. Soon after the start, Fascia Bella ridden by Gallardo to try to get the early advantage. Moving up on the outside, Aunt Shirley has speed. Splitting them, Lady Hamilton won't be far away. Riding Pretty stays parked at the inside. Metaphysical floated a bit wide on the course, then back to Mohawk Trail. Love Appeals is in tight toward the inside. The 2 at the back, She's a Joy and Breath Away. In the run past the opening quarter, it's jockey Irad Ortiz Jr. and Aunt Shirley through a 24-second opening quarter. They lead by a length over Lady Hamilton in second. Fascia Bella is now third, angled into the clear is Riding Pretty. She's in between horses in fourth. Up to the outside, it's Metaphysical. Red cap for Love Appeals. Rosario has her locked in down toward the inside. Out in the center is Mohawk Trail, then back to Breath Away, and She's a Joy is last. Half a mile to the finish in the Sanibel Island Stakes, and the leader is still Aunt Shirley on top 3 parts of length. Lady Hamilton is second. Fascia Bella tries to stay put at the rail. Getting started in the black colors is Metaphysical. Riding Pretty is next. Up to the outside, it's Mohawk Trail. Working between horses is Love Appeals. She's in tight and yet to be asked for her best. Up to the outside, that's She's a Joy, and out the back is Breath Away. They run to the top of the stretch. Up front, Aunt Shirley has the lead. Taking aim now, Lady Hamilton toward the inside. A late run from Riding Pretty behind them, and baited Breath's daughter Breath Away. Breath Away, look at her come through now. Here's Breath Away, front and center for Jose Ortiz, and clearing off late. Breath Away to win it, and win it in style by 3. Close then for second, Mohawk Trail or Metaphysical. Unlucky in the run was Love Appeals, and 129 and 4. Racing in the Gulfstream Park Oaks. Excellent start from the inside for Infinite Diamond, who comes out firing. Flakes tries to hold rail ground, and they'll stack them up as they run around the first turn. The inside duo, the top pair. Darth Vader was very wide on that first turn and improves to take third. From between horses, it's Affirmative Lady. Then it's Miracle. She finds herself off the speed today. Jess Catherine is at the rail ahead of Atomically, and the trailer is Sacred Wish. They race past the opening quarter with jockey Edgard Zayas and Flakes in front to half a length. They went 23 and 3 to the opening quarter. Infinite Diamond is second. Darth Vader on the outside third. Affirmative Lady is down toward the rail in fourth, followed by Miracle fifth. Out deep on the court, Sacred Wish is now sixth. Atomically is seventh, and eighth and last is Jess Catherine. They make their way down the backstretch with 4.5 furlongs to the finish. It's Flakes in front. She leads by a half a length over a pressing Infinite Diamond in second. Darth Vader is in the clear for Vasquez, 3 wide third. Affirmative Lady asked to keep up fourth toward the inside. Now racing in fifth is Miracle ahead of Atomically and Just Catherine. Sacred Risk tries to bid up while at the back of the field through a 47 3/2 mile. Around the far turn they go. Flakes given the green light to kick for home, but here comes Darth Vader right up alongside trying to thread the needle. Saez on Affirmative Lady. Down toward the inside, she angles off the heels of the leader. Running home from the back is Sacred Wish as they run to the first finish line. Darth Vader, the local hopeful, comes away with the lead. Flakes, another local hopeful, tries to battle back toward the rail. Off cover is Affirmative Lady, less than a quarter of a mile from home. Darth Vader the target. Flakes is game inside. Over the top, and Affirmative Lady starts to pick him up. And here's Affirmative Lady and Luis Saez to the first finish line as they win the Gulfstream Park Oaks. Sacred Wish is in a photo with Flakes for second. Darth Vader is fourth in 1:44 and 3. They're off. Racing in the Appleton. Fort Washington was a step slow to start. Quick off the blocks was Churchtown, who heads off for the early lead. Steady On moves to take second in county finals. The Grays a bit headstrong while racing in third. Dreams of Tomorrow very wide on the course. He's about 6 or 7 deep. Gallardo's on the go with Striker. Striker's up to challenge Churchtown for the lead. Back from there, it's Lucky Curlin, and saving ground toward the rail, he's Pure Gold. It's a length and a half to Super Dormy, who's on a hold about 5 lengths off the speed. The two at the back are Gray's Fable and Fort Washington. 24-1 for the opening quarter, and jockey Luis Saez and Churchtown clear a length and a quarter. Striker is there second, tugging up on the outside. That's Roaring 40s. He's now third. Then it's the Gray County final with Steady On toward the inside. Way out in the center, Dreams of Tomorrow. Widest of all is Super Dormy. He's Pure Gold is together with Lucky Curlin, then Gray's Fable. And if Fort Washington wins, he'll pass everybody in less than half a mile as they went 47-2 to the opening half-mile speed. Into the far turn, they race in the Appleton. The leader is still Churchtown. Striker is second. Roaring 40s on the outside third. Steady On now fourth. County final is there fifth. Splitting horses in Lucky Curlin. Traffic trouble for Fort Washington. Jose Ortiz trying to find him some racetrack as he's underway with 8 lengths to make up and a quarter of a mile left to go. Up front, it's still Churchtown the target. He leads by 2. Steady On is there second. From between horses, Fort Washington down the center and Super Dormy. Less than 1/8 of a mile to go. Here's Steady On, driving forward under Irad to take the lead, and he'll win it. Steady On for Rapoli Stable. Maybe it's more to come from Churchtown second, and up third is Fort Washington in 1:34-2. And they're off in the Curlin Florida Derby. It was an excellent beginning for Forte. He'll be able to duck over some from his outside draw. Meanwhile, West Coast Cowboy firing through at the inside to take the early lead. Fort Bragg got over quickly, and he's on to take over now. Fort Bragg from the 10 post to the rail and on top a length and a half. Mr. Peaks is now second with West Coast Cowboy in third. Young Frau between horses. Mr. Ripple is next. Cyclone Mischief is stacked 4 wide, 5 wide, WNL. And that's a length and a half to Il Maricolo. Irad Ortiz Jr. and Forte. They're toward the back of the field while 3 wide. Shack Diesel is next, then Nautical Star, and Mage is last of all as they complete the opening quarter in 23-2. Down the backstretch they go. Jockey Joel Rosario and Fort Bragg on top by 2.5. Mr. Peaks is second. Mr. Ripple is third. West Coast Cowboy is down toward the inside. Working out in the center is Cyclone Mischief. Then it's Young Frau, Forte, starting to get a bit closer now. He's about 6 lengths off the speed through a 46 3/2 mile. Strong fractions being put up by Fort Bragg. He heads into the far turn on top by 2. Mr. Peaks is second. Mr. Ripple is third. Up on the outside, it's Forte. He's starting to get to work now. He's about 8 lengths off this loose leader with 5/16 remaining. Fort Bragg tries to sneak away. He has the lead by 2.5. Mr. Ripple, he's now second. Cyclone Mischief moves up on the outside third. Forte's locked in as Mage begins to roll from the back. They race past the quarter-mile pole in the Florida Derby, and Mage got the jump on Forte as he goes to get Fort Bragg. Cyclone Mischief is fighting hard. He's still right there. Less than a quarter of a mile to come, and Cyclone Mischief, he's up for a fight and tries to turn away Mage. Forte better hurry up. Final 16th of a mile. Forte starts to gather in the top horses. Here comes Forte. This is going to be very close, but the champion prevails. Forte wins over Mage. Mage was second. Third, Cyclone Mischief. Then Mr. Ripple. Fort Bragg for the high 5. He gave you a scare, but he got it done. On to Louisville for Forte.
And that wraps up a spectacular curling Florida Derby day. We're back here on Sunday with an 11-race card. But listen to this, mandatory payout in the Rainbow Six. We're expecting over $5 million in the pool. So come out and join us. It is mandatory payout day on Sunday. 11 races, our first race, 12:40 p.m. Good night and good luck.